Did you ever interact with Aaron Hernandez?
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
my dog.
really? So tell me about that, because obviously you know the way that spiraled out and watching his story. What was that interaction like, and how was he as a teammate, as a friend? You know, I would imagine when you say that's your dog, like you knew him differently.
Yeah, so it was like all this stuff that was out in the news, and I knew nothing of that. I knew none of that. I knew the Aaron Hernandez I knew was in the building by 5, 6 o'clock in the morning. He was in there getting treatment an hour before we even had meetings. He would be in the sauna, hot tub, cold tub before we even get started. He in the meeting room, he taking notes. If like as a running back, I didn't understand the blocking scheme or the tight end going this way, but the rest of the line going this way. And I'm sitting there struggling because my rookie year, I was the only offensive player on the team as a rookie. And so I was sitting in my locker, all the defensive guys gone. So I'm sitting in my locker trying to get my stuff together. And he came, sat down, yo, Rook, what you need help with? I said, bro, I can't get these routes down. And he's like, man, it's easy. Whoever else is in this formation. So if it's this formation, this the play, all you gotta do is convert it and just know if I'm here, I got this. If I'm here, I got this. And he was the one who suggested, he was like, bro, they got index cards in the coaches area. Go pull out the second drawer. And if anybody say anything, just say, I'm just getting some index cards to write my notes. And he was the one who got me to start taking notes in meetings. He was the one who I went from index cards to a notebook to a little black book where I had all my code words and everything else. And even off the field, we practice and everything else. He going to get in the sauna. He in the sauna for an hour. Man, what you coming to get in the sauna for? He's like, man, you know, when you eat this and you do this, you get all these toxins. So you just went out there and sweated it, got it out the hard way, not just come sitting here relax and let your body recover because your body recover well in the heat against the cold. And being from Louisiana, I don't gotta worry about being in the cold. My first time in New England, what Cat Williams said, you gotta buy your jacket from there. 'Cause I had my little champion hoodie. I was like, man, I'm cool. My first time being at 15 degrees, I thought it was over with for me. I said, I ain't gonna make it home. But then again, here come Aaron. Hey, no, keep the whole sweatsuit on. Come on, we about to go hop in the sauna. We get in the sauna, and a lot of the a lot of the tricks and trades of the game is discussed in that sauna. So it's like I got DBs telling the receivers if somebody line up on you like this and do this how you get it. And I got receivers telling DBs, linebackers telling the O line telling D line. Now our sauna wasn't that big, but we would end up after practice having about 20, 30 people in there. And it's 20, 30 different conversations going. But what the D line and O line talking about can help me because if I know if a D lineman is in a what the technique he's in, he can only go one or two directions. So as a running back, I'm hearing, oh, I'm just gonna try to push you out, but if you high on me, so okay, I'm gonna stay behind this, and then boom, 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 I can make my play here, and then we running it like, hey, bro, so if y'all do that, and I do this, oh yeah, that might work. And the same goes with kickers and everything else. We would be in there and just like that's where everybody game kind of grew, and it all started when everybody started paying attention to Aaron Hernandez was in here, and he teaching us how to run routes because we rookies. And he was like, man, I remember I was rookie. Ain't nobody taught me this. So I'm going to put y'all on game. And then that stuff happened. And the craziest thing for me is, like I said, I knew nothing about it. That video of him pulling up to the stadium and running in the door, like when the helicopter was chasing him, that was me holding the door for him. Had no idea. I'm walking outside. There's a helicopter flying around. So it was just like, oh, wow. And we
Yeah.
was just with him like a couple nights before that.
So, I mean, so when you got the news, and you know, I'm curious because now when you say that, obviously he was well liked as a teammate. It sounds like.
Yeah, he had no problem. As an entire locker room, none of us believed it. So even when the stuff start coming out, it's still like that's 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 not we called him Chico. I was like, that's not the Chico I know. I don't know nothing about this. The Aaron Hernandez I knew was one of the most considerate football players I've ever played with, because he didn't care. He didn't care about who you was. He didn't care about what you had did before you got there. His main thing was he wanted to win. He wanted to be successful. He wanted everybody around him to be successful.